Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited that we are launching the Extraordinary You Book Club, this brilliant book written by Jacqueline Ortiz, and the wisdom that the pages contain within. And the reason that we put together this book club, the Extraordinary You Book Club, is because it is an opportunity to allow people to awaken to what's inside of their heart, what's ready to heal, to help them renew their lives and make their life extraordinary. And so you have opportunity to be seen, witnessed, and to heal what's inside of you. One of my favorite memories with Jacqueline was on her vision board, she had listed, I want to be a best-selling author. And so we took her original book from 2008 and we had a second edition reprinted. And that is this one that I'm holding in my hands. And we made it an Amazon bestseller. And you should have saw her light up. It was just such an experience and feeling her excitement, which if you knew Jacqueline and her excitement, it would just bubble out from her. And so we have a couple friends with us that are launching this book club with us. So I would just love to ask at this moment, please feel free to share a favorite memory or the spirit of Jacqueline Ortiz with us right now. So Donna, I'll have you go first.
Sure. Jacqueline was the very first time that I met her, of course, in leadership, was just this extraordinary personality. She had a way of lighting up a room and bringing so much energy into the space. And, we can joke that she's a promoter, but she isn't. It's who she is authentically, it's who she is to the core of her being. And that came out no matter what. And what I loved about Jacqueline is that she was authentically who she was, no matter what anybody thought. She never changed to fit a room. She pulled the room into who they are. And so that's probably my favorite part of her. And she always, just watching her put a smile on my face because her energy was just here and it allowed people to experience life on a different level. And I loved that she loved life with every cell in her being. And she lived large and she lived extraordinary in that way. So, this is a perfect title for the book because it is a reflection of who she is.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Donna. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up another dear friend, Paula. And Paula, would you like to share a few words about Jacqueline Ortiz and maybe a favorite
Sure,
memory? Thank you.
sure. Everything that Donna said, yeah, Jacqueline just lit up a room, just her vibrancy, her energy, her positivity. You just want to be around her because she was just life, she just exemplified life. But I also met Jacqueline during our leadership experience. And yeah, she was just a sweetheart. But one thing I remember is that one time we were going to I don't know. We were all together and we were in a car going somewhere. Um, and she just said to me like that I remind her of her grandma. And that was just like I just remember that all the time. And that just makes me just feel so good that, because she was really special to me. And so something about me, was special to her. And so yeah, I miss her. And but she's looking down on us and she's just man, heaven is just a wild place right now because she's up there doing her thing. So yeah, thank you for doing this, Jacqueline.
Oh, it's my honor and pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay, and so what I would love to do now is I'm going to go ahead and just read the introduction for this book, and you'll get a flavor for who Jacqueline was and what this book represents. And it's an opportunity. If you knew Jacqueline, you would realize that she had the the idea that within her was okay, so I've never met anybody who had so much energy. So she would wake up enthusiastic about life, and inside of these pages, as I started reading and deciphering what she wrote here was like a roadmap for getting excited, being passionate about life. And so the introduction of Extraordinary You by Jacqueline Ortiz. Synergy is the working together of two or more things to create something greater than the sum of their individual parts. This book incorporates a synergistic approach of integrating your mind, body, and spirit to transform your life. This book is for anyone who reminisces about the neglected and abandoned big dreams of once upon a time. This book is for anyone who yearns for something more, even if you aren't sure what that something is. This book is for people dreaming of transforming their lives from where they are today to where they want to be, from ordinary to extraordinary. If you feel a burning need for more from life, more passion, more romance, more abundance, more joy, more meaning, then it's time you stopped dreaming and wishing and did something about it. Start excavating and exploring your authentic self and desires. Unfortunately, nowadays it's easier and it seems almost trendy to identify with one identity crisis or another. There's midlife crisis, quarter life crisis, mom crisis, and emotional crisis. These crises are really dissociative crises between your authentic self and your counterfeit self, which is your ego. The risk of pigeonholing yourself with a label is that you begin to identify with the crisis. You don't need an excuse for how you are feeling. What you really need is to change how you feel. You need to feel that you are making a difference, that your life is worth living and worth living to your highest potential. What you want is to experience authentic joy, not just rare glimpses, but a consistent feeling of deep-rooted purpose and passion for living. Perhaps you've been on a rampage to acquire all the trappings that you thought would make you happy, a significant other, a nice house, a car, travel, fancy clothes, rows of shoes, or an express elevator to the top of the corporate ladder. These are all great perks, but amassing all of these status symbols without living purposefully contributes to the feeling of entrapment. They weigh down your soul because most certainly in the process, you have sacrificed a little piece of yourself to get what you think will make you happy. You have worked harder and faster to add to your collection of the latest, hippest gadgets or toys. You have set up criteria for yourself listing what you need to have, do, be, or accomplish to be happy. This traitorous path will takes you on an endless road of collecting, struggling, striving, and achieving. With every new milestone you achieve, you will automatically set your sights on the next thing that you think you want or need. At this pace, the road will just get steeper, more rugged, and more treacherous. You have fooled yourself into thinking, once I get blank, then I'll be happy. But what you are really doing is setting yourself up for failure. Because by always being in the acquiring, striving, and collecting mode, you will never truly get to a point where you can just take life in and enjoy the moment. The farther off the road you stray, the more elusive that feeling of inner fulfillment and joy will become. You can't buy happiness, but you can excavate true happiness from within. True inner joy is your birthright. It's yours for the taking if you will just claim it. How do you claim something you lost? Or how do you claim what you never had? Or how do you stake a claim without knowing exactly what you want to claim? You first have to discover what your soul truly wants, not what you think you want. You must find out not what your ego demands, but rather what your authentic self truly needs to make the transformation from ordinary to extraordinary. Your authentic self is the real inner you. It is the one person you are in the most private, intimate moments. It is your insight and wisdom. What does your authentic self need to feel alive, energized, vibrant, and passionate? What constitutes an extraordinary life is different for everyone. I felt like I had so much going for me: a great family, an awesome relationship, good health, a nice home, nice cars, good friends, a job. But still, I felt a constant nagging feeling, a feeling that I wasn't living at my fullest potential, that what I was doing didn't really matter, that I wasn't making a difference, that I wasn't doing what I was most meant to do. Something was missing. I needed something more. I wasn't quite sure what that was, but I felt there had to be something more. It was elusive, but whatever it was, I knew that I needed it. I craved what would make me whole, what would allow me to experience authentic inner joy. I searched high and low in every book, every workshop, and every program I could find. I took in over 1,000 books, audio recordings, and workshops. In my search for the Holy Grail, I felt restless. There was a deep void in the pit of my soul that I could no longer silence, ignore, or deny. That was when I embarked on a long, frustrating journey of false starts, setbacks, pitfalls, detours, and dead ends, only to discover that the answers had been within me all along. But at the onset of my journey, not only did I not have the confidence and faith to trust that the answers were all within me, but more importantly, I didn't know how to dig up the answers, and I didn't have the most efficient and powerful tools. This is what I'm offering you in this book. The pilgrimage to your authentic self is the journey you must take in order to excavate what your soul aches for. This longing will continue to until you address it. You can embark on your journey willingly, or you can try to suppress it, postpone it, bribe it, or deny it. Your mind and ego can play countless games until a coincidence, a layoff, a medical ailment, or even a tragedy occurs. In other words, you can't wait until a major wake-up call pounds on your soul. Don't wait for that wake-up call. Instead, proactively, joyfully, and enthusiastically embark on your pilgrimage. The journey to discover your authentic self and an extraordinary life can at times be plagued with trials and tribulations, but with steadfast resolution, you will unearth the inner you that's crying out to be heard. There's no cookie cutter blueprint for excavating your higher self. But having undergone this journey, I know that the most rewarding and life-altering journey you can ever make is the road to discovering your authentic self. You will feel a sense of purpose, a sense of alignment with the universe, a sense of being in the universal flow of energy, a sense of belonging, a sense of fulfillment, and authentic joy. I invite you on this pilgrimage. Armed with the tools I have learned and used, I can help you to avoid pitfalls as I guide you through the winding road of life so that you too can claim your authentic self, transform your life from ordinary to extraordinary, and start living the life that you were born to live. It's a beautiful invitation. It's one for all of us on this amazing journey. And in the chapters of this book, you will find a way to awaken your soul that's calling you to remember your true you, the extraordinary you. And the guide on this journey, Jacqueline Ortiz, is an angel. She was an earth angel. She was the Self Love Diva. And she was vibrant. She was passionate. And I've never seen anyone wake with so much exuberance and start her day knowing that she was contributing to helping people to live their best life. So I'm so happy that you are here on this journey with us. So this is our soft launch. That was just the introduction. And we'll be continuing with chapter 1 and asking that you pick up this book. You can go through and just listen along. The chapters are read for you on YouTube, or you're welcome to buy one of the copies of this wonderful paper book if you want to have a copy in your hot little hands, or you can buy it on Audible. Her sister Giovanna reads the chapters without some of the emotions that I get caught up in, because as I read the chapters, there's sometimes on the YouTube journey you'll hear something hit my heart, and you'll feel that it is heartfully read, and that the experience is something that losing Jacqueline, she was my soul sister. We were collaborating on a business project, and so when she died unexpectedly, and it broke part of me. And they say that when you feel broken, that's where the light actually can come in. And so that's what this did. It allowed an opportunity for me to grow, to heal, to repair what felt broken inside of me. And so I'm so glad for everybody that's here on this journey, and we'll open it up for more sharing here. If anybody would like to bring through anything else about Jacqueline, about, their desires, setting intentions for starting this book together, because we're building a community. And so invite your friends, invite your family. Next Monday is Memorial Day, so we won't be meeting next Monday. So we'll be going through chapter 1 in 2 weeks, which gives us time to invite the friends and family that we know are on their self-discovery journey. They might be struggling, they may be wanting something more in their life, something that they know that is missing. And so this is your opportunity to welcome others into this experience so that we can grow together, we can heal together, and we can acknowledge and witness, be the empathetic witness for one another, through whatever the trying times are, whatever the extraordinary sizes are bringing up, because this truly is a transformational book. It will change your life. It will change how you look at life. It will allow opportunities for what may feel broken inside of you. And it's completely free. Jacqueline, her mission, Jacqueline Ortiz's mission. So I told her one day, I said, my mission is to help guide a million people home to their heart. And she one upped me or ate up to me, because she said, well, my mission is to have 8 million people do a self-loving deed, and then invite each one of them to do a self-loving deed for another person. And so this is my self-loving deed to you, is to invite you into this book club. And this book club is an opportunity for you to witness yourself, but allow us not to do it alone, because that has been my crux in this life, is to be the lone wolf, to not ask for help when I've needed it. And so this is my free opportunity. I've been a transformational life coach, spiritual health coach for over 10 years, and an energy worker, Reiki master, and another, 20 different modalities, for over 20 years. So like, this is an opportunity to get free coaching. It's an opportunity to allow yourself to dive deep, to have the self-discovery experience of healing. There may be wounds that you're turning into wisdom, pain you're turning into purpose, and maybe some trauma that you're turning into your triumph. And that's why we're here together. And so it is my honor, my blessing for this to be the contribution of service and the legacy of love that I'm leaving for Jacqueline Ortiz. And so that we are not doing this alone, we're in it together, and we have an angel that's beautiful, and she's with us. And she reminds me that she's with us, and and so I'm so happy that you're all here today. So with that, I'm going to open it up. We will be back together. If you'd like to join us together in this community, I will post the link to join the community below. Our next session will be together Monday, June 2nd, and that will be at 1 p.m., and that's Pacific Standard Time. And so mark it on your calendars. The Zoom link will always remain the same. Once you've got that Zoom link, you add it into your calendar. And we look forward to being together. We hope to wrap each session within an hour, working through the extraordinary sizes and what's coming up for you so each person can be witnessed. I'm a beautiful, empathetic witness, and I know everyone that's coming into this group is fully available to see you and to witness you and to feel into to what it is, because a lot of us are empathic, a lot of us are highly sensitive people, and it's through our empathy, through our compassion that we can witness and allow ourselves to heal. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead, and if anybody, what I want you to do is, I know that we have maybe some people that don't want to be on camera. So is there anyone here that has an intention that they'd like to speak into the space or share anything into this right now? If you'd like to come on camera, could you raise your hands for me and I'll spotlight you? Raise your hand if you'd like to come on camera, if you'd like to share your intention. My intention is that we create a community of love, that this be a legacy of love to remember not only Jacqueline Ortiz, but she's guiding us on a journey to remember our true selves within us, that authentic self, that joyful self, passion. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop the recording because nobody's raising their hand, so we can create a safe space for everyone to be able to share. And so that's what we'll do in the recording. Oh, okay, we have one. We have one. We have one. Okay.
Can, oh, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead and share.
Um, I've had this book for a while, and I started reading it a while back, and then, life got busy. And I'm so glad you started this now because I knew I was going to be coming in late. So I started reading chapter one this morning because wanted to, I didn't want to be behind. And I realized that this is just the perfect time for me. I'm retired right now. And so my life is in a different place. And this is just what I need right now in my life. So I'm so grateful to you for doing this. I'm so grateful to Jacqueline for having written this book, and I'm really excited about this journey forward, reading this together with all of you. So thank you.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much, Paula. And so with that, I'm going to close the recording. And stay on with me. We're going to close the recording. And so we'll be back here June 2nd at 1 o'clock Pacific time. We'll be working through the exercises. They're called extraordinary sizes in chapter 1. So your assignment, if you choose to accept it, is to listen to or read chapter 1 of Extraordinary You by Jacqueline Ortiz. You can find either the playlist for YouTube in the description, or you can go ahead and get your copy on Amazon or Audible. And we'll see you back here with passion, excitement, and compassion so that we can truly honor one another. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you June 2nd. Bye for now.